All right, a very good morning to everybody. Good morning to you all. I'm going to be our trainer for this morning's MMR. My name is Akondiola Komi Joshua. If you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly give a signal. You can go to the chat and just drop a good morning. If you can hear me clearly, loud and clear. Yes, I can see some of us, Alfonso, Ikediashi, Anthony, Meichi, Anthony, Kayode, Celestine, Usu, guys. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it well. Davies, Benebo, Christopher Lulu. I can see Epensky. I could see Olati, iPad, this iPad, I know that's not your name. Please, if you can do us well to edit it and let's see your name. I can also see iPhone, and I know that's not your real name. So if you're able to see your name, we'll be able to call it, acknowledge it. I can see Oko, Agnes, Oyediro, Olanike, Oyeshina, Oyekami. I can see all your name. I can see Samuel Ajao, Patience Mark, Jeline, Sojifa, Moroti. I can see Sojufa Moroti. I can see Steven in Jerem. So yeah, Taiwo Folari, Abraham Ode, a lot. If I'm not calling your name, okay. Let me just say it this way. If I'm not calling your name, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not seeing it, but we all know that I can't call everybody's name. But at the same time, I acknowledge each and every one of you. A very good morning to you all. And I'm even asking, how's the week been? Yeah, so if you can hear me, please kindly drop it on the chat that yes, you can hear me. So I'll know that yes, we're fine, we're good to go. You understand? So how's the big week been? Hope the week has been fine. It's been interesting. Been able to make some trades. You understand? Place some trades. Okay. Musliuddin Abdulatif is saying good morning. I'm saying a very good morning to you too. How's the week been? Hope you've been having an interesting and nice time. Yeah. Okay, so I believe we all can see my name. My name is Akonde Olakomi. Yeah, you can say it Olakomi Akonde Olakomi Joshua. Saying a very good morning to you all. Yes, I can see the response. Patience Mark Angeline is saying loud and clear. Good morning. That's nice. Okay. This same person, iPhone, is saying good morning. Okay, good morning to Mr. or Miss iPhone. Anyone? Don't mind me. Yeah. Yeah, Misleading is saying I can hear you loud and clear. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so right about now, yeah, the number is still 25, but I still want I'm still expecting the number to go up. So let me just see. Let me ask us. Maybe we'll have a little chat for like 2 or 3 minutes, then we move into the real deal. How's the week been, please? How's the week been? Let me hear our response. Hope it's been fine and everything. How's it been? If you can hear me, please. Kindly respond if you can hear me. How's it been? Okay. Olariwaju Benga is saying, great, sir. Thank you. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can see Jonathan. Okay, the information. Olariwaju said, great, sir. Emmanuel Omorogbe saying, good morning. Can't see your screen. Don't worry, I'm going to share my screen to you. I'll share my screen to you. You'll see that. Okay. Chinedu is saying zigzag. The week has been zigzag. Ha, I better go. Don't let the week be zigzag. It's not interesting if the week is zigzag. That's not something good to start with. Zigzag, but hopefully, believe that next week is going to be better. Yes, then if that is that, this week zigzag. Another person, Musliuddin Abdulatif says splendid, interesting. Sam is saying wonderful. I recovered my losses of over 4 million. Woo! That is great. That's a marvelous news. In fact, that's a great testimony for me. I would say congratulations. You're able to recover such. You understand? It's now very, very interesting. I love to hear stuff like this. You've been trading for a while and you've been losing, making some losses and everything, but now you're able to recover. That's wonderful. That's marvelous. Seriously, Sam, I'm saying a very big congratulations to you. And it's also interesting because you discover that psychologically now you'll be stable, you'll be able to look at the market and analyze it the best way you can. Seriously, I'm saying a very big congratulations to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. With that being said, I think it's time for us to start. I can see the number has grown to like 41. Okay, I think we can start with that. So I know when I joined, I greeted almost around 20. I called around, I acknowledged around 20 to 25 people calling their names out. And yes, I might not be able to do that now, but I'll say this again. A very good morning to everybody once again. Very, very good morning to us once again. All right. And I hope this week is going to be an interesting week for us. So first thing first, let me share my screen. Let's look at how the whole thing has been for us this week. Yeah, so yesterday, looking at it from the fundamental part and looking at it. So yesterday we had the Euro news. That's the German prelim CPI, which is all day. Yeah, it came out neutral. The other one of Spanish flash CPI came out positive for it. Then we also had a speech by the RBA Governor Bullock, who spoke, and all these markets, they all moved in their own way. Then the US dollars bank, that's USD bank on holiday, you understand? So all day. So that alone on its own also had its own reaction on the market. Yes, the market will move, but because they are on holiday, we already know that the strength of movement is going to be reduced, or we will not have a strong push. But yes, all this stuff, they actually have their reactions on the market. But looking at today's news, the first news we are seeing for today is the Japanese Tokyo Core CPI year to year, and it came out around 12:30 a.m. It came out neutral. Yeah, sorry, it came out good for the currency, saying that JPY is good. The news came out good. You understand? That's the consumer price index, and came out around 12:30 a.m. Yes, it's a medium impact news, but we all know that news, medium impact and high impact news, they also move the market in their own way. And as at this morning, we're expecting information coming out on CHF, that's the Switzerland franc, by 9. Then by 11 a.m., expecting the core CPI flash estimate of year to year and CPI flash estimate year to year on euros, you understand? And this market, I believe they all have their own fair strength in the market. They're all going to do their own pool, you understand? So you could just look at it, depending on what you see on the actual. If the actual is green, which is saying is good, you know what to do. Buy. If it's red, sell. And by 12 p.m., we're also seeing the BOE governor, that's Governor Bailey's, is going to be speaking. You understand? And yeah, it's a speech, and we also know that it's a strong impact news because why? It's the governor that is speaking, and because the governor is speaking, it will have a maximum impact on the market. You understand? When you hold a strong position in an economy, when you speak or anything you do, there will always be a reaction. You understand? There will always be a reaction in the market. And by 2:30 p.m., we're going to be having news coming out on Canadian dollar. That's for the GDP month to month. And that's all the strong impact or high impact news we'll be having for today. So we could look out for this information, and it will work out. So all right, so from there on we could just okay. Okay, thank you. So from there on, we could just look at all the high impact news that is coming out, and whichever way we can, once it comes out, just like I said, we know the colors. It comes out on the actual green, it means you should buy. Comes out red, it means the information that is being released is not good for that economy, sell. And if it comes out black is neutral. You understand? Black means neutral, and whenever something is neutral, we know it could go. It means it can go any direction. So depending on how you want to do it, you could just follow some of your ways. You could do an instant best way. You understand? Look at the reaction, then you follow the reaction, and that will work. All right. With that being said, we should look at the market technically. Let's see what is happening technically. So we're going to be looking at the instruments we could trade, such as currencies, commodities, and indices, you understand? So first thing, we'll look at what happened, how the market ended for the day yesterday. Then we'll look at how what we intend or what we're hoping will happen in the market today. Maybe it's going to buy or it's going to sell. I'll give us opportunities then to be able to select which instrument you want us to look at, and we analyze some of these instruments. You understand? So I'll be sharing my screen now with us. Let's go to the trading app. Okay, let's go there. Let me go there. My trading application. I'm sharing my screen with us. So fine. We'll look at some instruments, commodities, currencies to stocks, and etc. like that. We'll look at it, we'll analyze, and from our own opinion, where do we think it's going to be going, the directions, and the like. So first thing first, on my own list here or my chart, based on what I'm seeing, is Euro USD. Euro USD. And still the same thing. I was having a conversation or a training with some of the clients yesterday in class, and I was telling them, based on what I'm seeing or based on what the chart is showing now, we could see that it's been pulling up, it's moving up currently. But now, as for now, price at this zone where it is now currently, at this zone where it is currently, there's it's a supply zone. This particular zone is a supply zone. So I will kindly advise, from my opinion, be hold on, let price breaks out of this. But based on the trend that is going on, I'm still like, for me, for one, my opinion on Euro USD is a buy. I'm expecting it to push up. You understand? I'm expecting it to push up. But currently, based on what we're seeing around this particular section, there's a zone here. So before you could go for maybe a buy, allow it to push or break outside this particular section, this zone. You understand? As of now, this is, for me, this is the resistance. This is the supply zone. If it's able to break above it, and we know that, yes, resistance can turn to support. You understand? Resistance can turn to support. So if it's able to break above it successfully, then you can go for your buy. But if that does not happen, kindly hold on. I'm expecting it to push up. And if we look at, based on what we were seeing on this trend here, based on what we were seeing on this trend, it's been more, you see, from this section, been pushing up here, higher high, higher low, and the likes and everything has been pushing it up. You understand? Higher high, higher low, higher high, another one. And here it came down again. When it got to this particular section here, and this happened yesterday, got to this particular section here yesterday. Look at it. When it got to this section yesterday here, there was a rejection. There was a rejection. And from there on, it pushed it. It's getting up. So I'm currently where price is a sensitive zone. I'm expecting it to push it up. Once it pushes this price up, we're expecting it to get to around this side again. Maybe it's going to have a little issue around this end. And if it gets to that section and is able to break above this section again, then it's pushing up. So for me, I am expecting a buy on Euro USD. That's my take. Euro USD, I'm still expecting a buy. Even if it's going to push back down, it will just be a little, you understand? Based on what we are saying, just a little pullback, then it pushes up immediately again. So I'm expecting price to go up on Euro USD. That's my take on Euro USD. I'm expecting a buy. Okay. All right. So we'll move to the next instrument. Move to the next instrument. Over here I have instrument like GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay. So on GBP JPY now, GBP JPY, let's see. GBP JPY. All right. So currently, look at where price is resting. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Let me zoom out a little so we could see it. This is on my 1 hour time frame. And on my 1 hour time frame, we'll discover that price currently is at a demand zone. And look at it. This I did since yesterday. I marked out this particular section here. Price is still within this zone. You understand? It's still within this zone. Now, the main thing is this. It is expected that price should go back up. Now, if price is able to retest, now you discover that price broke this particular section and had a retest. It's getting back to this point, and now it's dancing. It's still is in between this zone. So we're expecting something here. It's either price breaks out and moves up, pushes up. But if it doesn't happen like that, because of this little retest back to this zone, if it's able to push back down, then we know what is going to happen. It's going to push down continuously. You understand? It's going to be selling. But if that does not happen, I'm expecting price to do what? To push up. Expecting price to push up. And yes, in fact, lest I forget, as at this morning, remember I said there was news on JPY, just like we saw. And the news came out positive for JPY. You understand? This is GBP JPY. The news came out positive for JPY. And the reaction on GBP JPY is what? A sell. If you're selling, we say your base is the determinant of the kind of trade you place, whether you're buying or you're selling. It falls on who? The base. So when it came out on JPY, the news coming out on JPY is the base as of that moment. But on GBP JPY, it's an indirect base. It just influenced it. So what I need to do? Sell. That was what happened. And you discover that the market sold to this particular section. Looking at where price have opened as of this morning, look at it. It sold massively. You understand? Now price has pushed back a little. It's pushing back. And if we look at it again, another information our advice we look at is we can also look at our currency meter coming. So let me go to my Chrome. Let's look at the currency strength meter as of this morning. What is it saying concerning JPY? Currency strength meter. We can see JPY is full. GBP is also pushing up based on what we are seeing on this arrow here now. It's showing that JPY is also trying to push up based on the strength. You understand? Anytime you come to currency strength meter on your Google Chrome here, this is just it on the site currencystrengthmeter.org. You're going to see it this way. You understand? Currency strength meter GBP. This green arrow is currently showing now, and it's showing that yes, price is pushing up on GBP. So it's showing that GBP is strong. So let's go back to our chart. Then we see what I'm trying to pass across, the information I'm trying to pass across to us here. Okay. So I believe because the GBP is already gaining strength, that is why it's pushing back up. You understand? But fully JPY is strong. Based on the information we're seeing, JPY is strong, and that's why it's going down. But if that does not happen, you understand, if it's unable to break it successfully, then we're expecting price to what? To push back down. Oh, sorry. Hello. I believe you can hear me now. Yes, it was a glitch network. All right, but I'm back. So yes, I'm expecting price to push up and break above this zone. And if price is able to break above this particular session, it pushes back. I'm expecting it to get to this point. So we all know what next to do. Whenever you're buying and selling, you understand your zones, you understand, you can look at that section and be able to, okay, this is where I'm expecting price to have a little each a gain, you understand? So if you're buying from this section, you already look out for this other section that has been painted out, okay, I'm expecting price to have some little each here. A little pullback, or a little slow movement, you understand, breaking out or pushing up. So around this section again is another zone, so we're expecting price to have some little pull. If he's able to break above this section again, we're expecting him to push up. That's just it. It's just based on the zones that is being mapped out here. So for me, we're going to hold on GBP JPY. Let's wait for it first to break above or reverses back down. And if it's reversing back down, it means JPY is still strong and JPY is ruling the market. So at that point, we can go for a sell. Okay. That's my take on GBP JPY. We hold on, we wait. Let it give us a clear cut first. If it gives us that clear cut, then we can take on that move. You understand? So, okay. The next instrument is USD card. USD card. Okay. USD card. This is my USD card, and this is on my 1 hour time frame. We discover that price has actually been pushing down. It's been pushing down. It's been going down now for almost if not, it's up to 3 days, and this is the 4th day now. It's been doing the lower low, lower high, and the lights. But if you look at it now, let's look at it generally. Based on my own take, I'm expecting price to still go down. I'm expecting price to still go down. Why? I'll give you some reasons. First thing first, let's look at around 25th of November, there was a speech by Donald Trump that affected the USD card. When he was talking about the tariffs on Mexico and Canada and everything, which gave strength to USD and pushed the price up. Now, price got up to this point, and since then, price has been reversing back down. Now, kindly note this: the information here that pushed price up here. Now, based on news, reaction of the market on news is always abnormal. It's not normal, it's abnormal, you understand? So the reaction was abnormal and pushed up. Now, price has recovered this whole movement 100%. Let's forget, if you still look back, you discover that there's a gap here. There's a gap here around this section. Yes, I'm coming. Let me push. Okay. Can you see? There's a gap here. So it's still expected that price is going to what? Fill this gap back. I'm still expecting it to fill it back. So based on my own opinion on my buyers, I'm expecting price to still drop on USD card. I'm still expecting it to drop, to sell. But if I'm going to be looking at it based on what I'm even seeing on the trend too, I'll still go for what? A sell. I'll still go for a sell on USD. Oh, hello. Yes. Okay. Now, so based on my opinion on my buyers, I'm still expecting price to sell. But currently, where is price resting? Where is price resting? Now, that's another thing we need to see. These are some of the things we need to look at. Where is price resting? Price is resting on a zone. Price is resting on a zone. Look at it. This particular section we're seeing is a zone. You understand? And because this section is a zone, it is expected that price is going to have some edge. That's why you're seeing price currently, based on what we're seeing on the candle zero now, price is trying to push up. This zone here is what is pushing price up. But if he's not successful in doing that, if he pushes it down and he breaks it below this section, once he closes below this section, this particular zone where we're seeing now, I'm expecting price to do what? To sell. It is able to close below this section because price is still within this box. And as far as price has not gone above to go above this section, I'm not sure price is going up. So for me, my opinion on USD card is what? A sell. So currently now, we can just hold on USD card. We're expecting what? We're expecting price to still push back down. So if he pushes down and it goes below this particular section that has been painted out for us on my chart, I'm expecting price to what? Sell. I'm expecting it to sell. And if it should sell, I'm expecting price to get through down to this section. There's another zone here. So I'm expecting price to get down to this particular section here. And in that situation, by then, it would have filled this gap. It would have filled this gap. So at that section, it might pick another trend. But yes, USD card, I'm expecting price to sell. That's my take on USD card. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm expecting price to sell. Okay, so I'll still move. Let's see. Let's look at other instruments. Let's go to other instruments. I'm here with us. Okay. I can see that some of us are already dropping some instruments you want us to check. Okay. Let me give you another instrument. Let's look at AUD USD. Then from there, I'll give us the option. Currently, I can see USD. Somebody is dropping US 100 on the chart for me. So don't worry. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at commodities too. Don't worry. Don't worry. And I believe you can see what price is doing on GBP JPY now. Currently, price is pushing back down. It's going below this zone. So it is expected that if price is able to break below this zone successfully, then you can go for your sell. But if that does not happen, you still hold on. Okay. So let's look at AUD USD. AUD USD. Based on what we are seeing now on my daily time frame, look at it. Interesting. Price got to this particular zone here. Price got to this particular zone on my daily time frame and it got rejected. You see, it got rejected even from this part. Look at it now. Price got rejected. When it got to this point at first, it pushed it back up. Now price got to that that around this same demand zone, and what price is rejecting it, is pushing it back up. Now there's another zone at this particular point. If price is able to break above this particular section here, if it moves up, if it's able to move up above this section successfully, if it's able to close above this section successfully, I'm expecting price to do what? Push up. And you see, these are all the zones you can just look out. Once price, because price is already close to this section, I'm not going to tell you to place a buy now currently. Allow price to go above this particular section we are saying here. If price is able to push up into this section and moves up above it successfully, then fine. But if that does not happen, then I could see price, maybe it could dance within this particular section. But based on the trend we've been seeing on this daily time frame, it's been coming down and it has gotten to this section. It's like it's dancing here now. And if it's dancing within this section, it's more or less like it's ranging. And if it's ranging markets are what? Are correction zones. They are correction zones. So if it's a correction zone, what we need to wait for is what? A breakout. So AUD USD, I'm just saying, hold on, let it get into this zone. And if it gets into this zone, you know what we're expecting. There should be a little pullback. There could be a little pullback, then a reversal back to the upside. You understand? That's on my daily time frame. But if you look at it on the 1 hour time frame, 2 years, price has been going up. It's getting into this section. And on 1 hour, looking at it based on what we're saying, once it gets to this particular section, what are you expecting? You're expecting price to what? To drop. To drop. So this is your supply zone. So at this zone or in this zone, we're expecting price to drop. And look at it based on what we've been seeing from the past. You understand? When price got into this particular section, this zone here, what happened? It dropped, moved back, gapped up, got to this section again, and did what? It dropped. So what are we doing again here now? Price is getting back to that section. It's getting back to this section. And as far as price does not go above this particular zone successfully, if it does not close above it, if it's in this section, in this same supply zone, we're expecting price to do what? Sell. So once it gets to this section, we should be expecting what? A fall in price. We're expecting AUD to also do what? To also sell. That's my take. So based on what I'm seeing on my lower time frame 1 hour, if price comes into this zone, I'm expecting it to sell. I'm expecting price to sell from this particular section. Okay? All right, so let me give us the benefit now to begin to pick some of our instruments. I'm going to be taking it as a first come, first serve. So Mr. Jonathan is saying we should look out for US 100. Okay. Let's go to US 100. Let's look at what the chart is saying or what the market is saying on US 100 together with us. Let's look at US 100. US 100 it is. US 100. Okay. US 100. I'm on US 100 now. All right. Okay, let's look at how the market closed for US 100 yesterday. Let's look at it. All right. Fine. This is on my daily time frame. I'm looking at it from my daily time frame. Look at where price is currently. Look at where it is. Price is in a demand zone. This particular section is a demand zone. This is a demand zone. This section we're seeing is a demand zone. You understand? It's still the same thing we're seeing around this point now. Look at it based on this. This is another zone here. You understand? Sorry, I'm saying a demand zone. I'm sorry, not demand zone. It's a supply zone. I mean a supply zone. Sorry, a resistance. So look at it here now. Price got to this section, rejected, got to this point, it came a little bit higher here, and price got rejected here. It got rejected here. You understand? So price is going back. When it got here, it came down, got back to this section, the former point here, it got rejected. So based on what I'm saying here, I should be expecting price to fall. But yes, we all know on indices, how is it? We expect more of the buying on indices, you understand? But it doesn't mean that price will not still sell on indices. So looking at it from my 1 hour time frame, price is dropping here, gapped up, came down to this section, went back. Now price is dropping. So if price is dropping, I'm expecting price to drop to this particular section before it buys. I'm expecting price to get low to this section. Once it comes to this section, this particular section is my demand zone. So I'm expecting price to fall into this place, you understand? And if price is able to get into this particular section, I'm expecting a strong push back to the upside, you understand? We'll get to this section, or there's another zone around this point. If we were to look at it again, this is another section here. Based on what we're seeing, you understand, price got to this section. So if price should fall down to this point, it could pull back up, or it falls to this strong zone, this strong demand zone. And once it falls into this particular section, I'm expecting a strong push back on price to the upside. I'm expecting price to go up. So yes, US 100, I'm expecting a sell. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm expecting price to come down to this section. Once it gets to this section, a pushback to the upside. That's my take on US 100. That's my take on US 100. Okay. Samuel Ajao is saying we should look at gold. Okay, let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. Look at gold. Let's go to gold. Okay, I'm on gold. I'm on gold. Okay. Based on what we are seeing on gold now, currently, I remember maybe was it day before, say yesterday or some few days ago, we got an information that the elected president of US, that's a person of President Donald Trump, the incoming president, has appointed a particular person by the name Kellogg or something. Yeah, that he should be an emissary to Russia and Ukraine. Okay, all these things are going to be having reactions, but that's not even the main thing. The main deal here is this: Israel and Hezbollah, they've also agreed on a ceasefire. And you see, if they've agreed on a ceasefire, what are we expecting? We're expecting these things. There's going to be a little pullback on gold. Now, looking at it technically, based on where price is now, based on where price is on gold, this particular section here is a supply zone. You understand? This section is a supply zone. I'm expecting price to pull back a little. You understand? If it's pulling back now, since he's unable to push above this particular section, if price is able to pull back down and comes below this section, I'm expecting it to drop down to this point. And if it drops down to this point, a strong push back to the upside. But if that does not happen, because yes, this price could still sell to this point as far as it does not break out of this particular section. If that does not happen, then we should not expect it to sell. You understand? As far as it's still within the zone, we should not expect price to sell. You understand? But if it breaks out, pushes up to the upside, you understand, successfully, goes out of this section, you can go for what? Your buy. But if that does not happen, please hold on for price. Wait for price on gold. You understand? Let it come out of this section. Just like I said, because of the ceasefire, that the agreement of ceasefire on from between Israel and Hezbollah, you understand? Yes, because of that, there's now a little pullback on gold. And in fact, the very day the information was given, there was a pullback. You understand? It pushed back. And I think that was on the 27th. Let's see. Yes, if I remember, that was on the 27th because I said that day, yes, it was on the 27th. And in the afternoon, that was when the news came out. And it pulled back to this section, this particular section here. There's a new zone here. You understand? So from that point, it pushed up to this particular section here. You can see the zone here, you understand? Around this point, it used to be a support, but now became a resistance. And price is respecting that particular zone, the zone that formed at this particular section, the zone that formed here, price is respecting it. You understand? The zone formed around this particular section now. Price go back to that same section and price is respecting that section. So if price is able to break it upwards, it should go. But if that does not happen and it comes down back into this particular section, expecting price to sell. So for now, let's hold on for price to move outside this particular zone. If price is able to break out or move out of this zone successfully, then we can take our move. You understand? Okay, so that's that for gold. That's my take on gold. Okay, so which other instrument are we looking at again? You can see DE40, DE40. Okay, that's another indices. Let's go for DE40. Yes, currently on DE40 now, on my 1 hour time frame, and where price is currently is a resistance. It's close to a resistance, very, very close to a resistance. Or we can even say it's a resistance zone. Let's push it up there. It's close to a resistance zone. This is another one. Yes, this is a resistance zone. In fact, based on what we're seeing here, this particular section is a resistance zone. Price has gotten to that part, respected it, came back down, You understand? Push back to that same end again. So I'm expecting price to drop. Based on what I'm saying, I'm expecting price to drop on indices and on these particular indices DE40. And if you look at it again, okay, let me just map out some sections for us to see. There's a zone here. Yeah. So price can get to this point, then push back down before pushing back to the upside. Even with that, again, there's another zone at this particular section. You understand? Okay. But let's look at it on the daily time frame. What's this saying? Okay, on the daily time frame. Now, please kindly understand something. The zones, the way you see your zones on the higher time frame is different from the way you see it on the lower time frame. They all have their different zones. And based on what we're seeing from the higher time frame now, we discover that price has actually been going down. It's been giving us a downward trend. Based on what we're saying, it's been trying to push back down. Let me expand so we'll see it. Can you see this is on my daily time frame? D40 has been pushing down. Now price got close to this particular trend. Can you see? And when it got there, almost touched it. Or no, it touched it. Now it's pushing it back down. So I'm just like I said, I'm expecting price to still go down on D40, even though the push is not as the pullback, like the downtrend is not as strong as the push up we've been seeing over time here. So I'm expecting price to still sell. I'm expecting it to drop. You understand? But if that does not happen, if it breaks into this zone and pushes above this particular section that you're saying that has been drawn here, I'm expecting price to what? To go up. You understand? If it pushes back up into this zone, you understand, which is a supply zone and is able to break above this particular section, I'm expecting price to go up. But if that is not the case, I'm expecting price to drop on DE40. Based on what I'm seeing on this trend, I'm expecting price to what? To drop. That's my take on DE40. Okay. All right. Olatunde Sanusi is saying you are wonderful. Thanks. Okay, I'm also saying thank you. Thank you for the compliment. All right, the next instrument we're looking at is okay. Leke Kayode is saying we should look at Euro USD. Now, Euro USD, I've done that before. So this is what we're going to do. We'll do it this way because I've done that. So I will first touch all the instruments I've not done. Then, if there's still time, I'll go back to Euro USD. Then we'll talk on it again. You understand? Okay. So let's look at the next instrument, Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Let's go to Euro JPY. Okay. Euro JPY it is. Euro JPY. Okay. Euro JPY. All right. Okay, Euro JPY. I'm on Euro JPY now currently. On Euro JPY currently, so okay. Okay, I'm coming. Euro JPY, I'm on Euro JPY. Still with us. Okay. And on my 1 hour time frame, look at where price is. Price got to this particular zone, this support zone here, and it's still having issues there. Now, please, another thing I want us to know is this. Whenever you discover that price is having issues at a particular zone, testing that particular zone over and over again, one of the things I want you to note is this. Price wants to break that section. Price is going to even break that section. When you see it keeps on testing that particular section continuously, price is going to do what? Price is going to break that section. Anytime you discover that price is hitting a zone over and over again, like I said, price is going to break that section. So currently now on Euro JPY, looking at what we're saying, what I'm saying here, price is close to this particular section, touched it, it pushed it back. Now you see this pull down here was as a result of the information that was shared by 12:30 a.m. on JPY. That was what brought about this bearish movement. You understand? Now you discover that it's like price is now choppy a little bit here, is dancing or ranging. So as far as price does not break below this particular section that I've mapped out or that I've indicated here, let me also drop my, okay, look at it like this. If price is unable to break down below this particular section that has been mapped out for us successfully, you understand? Then I'm expecting price to do what? To push back up. on Euro USD. But currently now, I won't tell you to go for any instant trade now because it's currently it's close to a demand zone. And you should, from the information, when price is at a demand zone, you're expecting price to do what? To buy. You understand? You expect price to buy at a demand zone. But let's hold on for price to do its full movement here. Let it show us where it's going before what? We take our move with it. If that does not happen, please hold on. But based on the trend we've been seeing on Euro USD, and this is on my 1 hour time frame, we discover that price has actually been going down to, it's been doing the lower low, lower high. That's the trend. Let me even draw it so we could see the trend. Look at it based on the movement you're seeing here. Price has actually been moving down on Euro USD. Can you see it's been going down, down, down? You understand? So price at this section, there could be a little pushback up. And if it gets up to where this particular trend is, which is my dynamic resistance, there could be a pushback. You understand? So I'm expecting price to buy to this particular section. Then there could be a respect of price and it pushes back down. You understand? To the downside. You understand? But if that does not happen, you understand now? If it goes into this zone and it breaks below this section, yes, it should go down based on the news that JPY is strong. And looking at our currency strength meter, let's go back there so we'll see it. Look at the currency strength meter and let's see what price is currently saying. Going there so we'll see it. A currency strength meter. Okay, come in. Let's look at Euro and let's look at JPY. Look at it. JPY is still strong, full. Euros is not as strong as JPY. In fact, out of the 100%, we'll say Euro is still around 40% compared to JPY. Looking at the currency strength meter is showing that full strength, you understand, showing a full strength, while Euros is just like 40%. So I see you can see the reason why the push down on Euro JPY is selling, you understand? So, and if it continues like that throughout the day, I'm expecting price to what? Get into that zone, break the zone, and continue the downward trend, the downward movement. You understand? So that's my take on Euro JPY. I'm expecting price to still go down there on Euro JPY if it continues. Can you see it's in that section? So if it's able to break below this section successfully, you can go for your sell then. Okay. All right. So let's look at what other instrument again? Let me see what other instrument. USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, let's look at USD JPY. Let's see what the market is saying on USD JPY. With you, USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY. All right. If you look at it, you're still seeing almost the same movement on Euro JPY. You understand? You're still seeing the same movement. USD JPY, looking at the trend too, it's been dropping. It's been dropping. And based on the information that was received too, it's dropping. So it's now in this zone, just like I said. And based on what we're seeing on the currency strength meter, JPY is currently strong this morning. So yes, before you can go for that sell, let it break below this section successfully. If it goes below this section successfully, closing it down, then you can go for yourself. But if that does not happen, just relax. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Let's look at the daily time frame. Let's see what price is saying here. Come in. It's this. Okay, so look at it. Price came down, went up to this particular zone here. Look at it now. Look at this zone. When it got here, you understand, around this section too, there was a resistance that pushed it back down. And look at where price is currently. And this section on my daily time frame is a zone. Look at it. Let me push it. Let me pull it so we could see it. So yes, nice. Okay, look at it. It's a zone. So it's now within the demand zone here. Now, this section is a strong section. This is on my daily time frame. So look at it very well. If price is able to break below this section, this is where price is coming to. I'm expecting price to get down to this particular section. If price breaks below this zone now, I'm expecting price to come here. Come to this section. Now, you see, at this section now is a strong demand zone. So I will expect price to what? To buy. this section where I am, I'm going to be expecting price to what? To buy. So let's hold on where it is here now. This is on the daily time frame. For those that are long-term traders and you have a good sum proceeds or good sum in your account, you can want to take your stand on this, just hold on for price to do what it wants to do within this zone. If it's able to break out of it successfully, I'm expecting it to drop. Now, for all those that have seen, that saw this before time, maybe when price formed here, this zone here started coming back down, for those that would have entered the sell here, you understand, would have made serious profit now based on this. And if price is able to break below this section again, expecting it to go down. So that's my take on USD JPY. Based on what I'm saying here, I should expect price to drop on USD JPY. It should go down. That's my take. USD JPY, it should drop. Okay. All right. So which other instrument again before I move on? Okay, I can see oil. All right. Okay. Obasanjo Adiola is saying GBP JPY. I've done that before, but okay. And I hope, okay, I will try and see. But for all the instruments I've done, I'll first answer all those that I've not done first before I do that. So I've not done anything on oil. Okay, I can see what's this? Adeyoju cousin is saying, please, when are you coming back to Osogbo? Very soon we'll come back to Osogbo. We'll also come back to Osogbo again. You understand? Okay. When you also receive a message from your account managers and everything when we're coming, don't worry. But very soon we'll come back. You understand? We're going to come back to Osogbo. Okay. All right. Let's look at which other instrument am I seeing? Okay. Oil. Yes, oil is it. We're going to look at oils. Let's look at oils. Let's look at oils. Okay, I'm on oil now. Okay. Wow. This morning there was a massive drop on oil. Massive drop on oil. And it's still moving down. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Looking at it, look at what it's doing. It's coming down. But yes, one of the things I want you to notice this. You discover that it's been more of an internal support and resistance on oil. How? Look at it. Look at what I'm saying here. Price, in fact, don't let me put it up to this point. Okay. Oh, no, let me make it fair. Let's put it up there. You see, price has been dancing within these 2 points. If I really want to do it, not these 2 points. In fact, let me drag it down. Yes, it's been within these 2 points. Price came down from this particular section. Price came down, respected this point, got close to it, came back down, respecting this zone, got back to this zone, pushed back. Now, you understand, it's coming back down. And based on what I'm saying here, if price is able to get back to this particular section, let me paint it for us to see. If price is able to get back to this particular section where it is now, you understand, it's going to be giving you more or less like letter M here, you understand, almost like letter M or something. So at this particular zone, we should expect price to buy on oil. We should expect price to do what? To buy on oil. Based on what we're seeing now, if price is able to come out, get to this particular section, I'll expect price to what? To buy. But if that is not the case, we could hold on for price to break out of these 2 zones that has been mapped out for us. If it breaks up to the upward side, we know that it's going to go for a buy. If it goes down below this section, it's going to sell. But if that is not the case, as far as price gets to this particular section that I've painted out for us, I'm expecting price to do what? To buy on that section. So on oil, we need to hold on. Let's hold on. Let's wait for it to get down to this section before we can go for any trade. I will go for a buy once it comes into this particular zone. This section where it is, I'll go for a buy. Okay. Okay, Samuel Ajawi, you're saying you would love me to come and have an office in. Okay, you love us to come and have an office in Osogbo. All right, no problem. Your request has been taken down. It will be passed down to the appropriate body. So they'll look into that. You understand? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Yes. Let's go back to some of the instruments I've looked at before. Euro USD, GBP, JPY. Yes, some of us are still requesting for some of these instruments that I've done my analysis on. So let's do that and see. Okay, Euro USD, just like I said, the trend has been an upward trend. It's been an upward trend on Euro USD. creating of new zones. Now price is at this zone, you understand? Look at it, it only pushed up outside this zone. That's not a good information saying you should buy. Wait for it to close outside the zone before you buy. My take on Euro USD is I'm still expecting price to push up. You understand? On Euro USD, I'm expecting price to what? To push up. But yes, mind you, there's a zone here at the top. This is on my daily time frame. Look at what it's doing. There's a zone here at this section. So if it's able to break above this section successfully, it should buy. But this is on my daily time frame. But on my 1 hour time frame, look at it here. It's been pushing up. So as far as it's still within this zone, please hold on. Hold on. Let it close above this section. In fact, if it's able to push up above this particular point that has been marked out for us on this 1 hour time frame and it closes above this section, good and fine. It's a good information for buy. Around that point, it means the zone here, the supply zone that you're seeing at this point is no longer a supply zone. It's now a demand zone. So we'll be expecting price to what? To buy. But if that does not happen, if it does not close above here, I'm expecting price to get back, a pullback. Once price is able to pull back down to this section, at most, to where this trend is, I'm expecting it to do what? To buy at that particular section on Euro USD. That's my take on Euro USD. I'm expecting a buy on Euro USD. You understand? I'm expecting price to what? To buy. That's my take. So if price is able to pull back to this particular section where the trend is, should go for a buy. Or you wait for it to break above. Let it move outside this zone, goes up. Then it closes up. You can go for your what? Your buy. That's my take, Euro USD. Then GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Just like I said, GBP JPY, looking at what we're seeing now on the chart, you discover that price is still within this demand zone. You understand? Price came down because of the news that got released and everything, and price has been dancing, ranging sort of in between this zone. So until price is able to clear out of this particular section successfully, you understand? Don't take any trade. Now, clear out, what am I trying to say? Is it breaking outside this zone? If it breaks up, then I'm expecting it to buy to this section, and if it's able to get into this zone, hold on, let it break above it, then you can continue your buy. But if that does not happen, it could be a little pullback up, like a retest, then push back down, you understand? But let's watch out and see what price we do. You know, nobody knows where price is going until it shows you the direction itself. You understand? So my take on GBP JPY currently now is to what? Hold on, wait. Okay. The next one is okay, I can see Oyaleke Kayode saying thanks. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. The time is now 8:55. The time is 8:55. So this is what we're going to do. I'll give us an opportunity to just drop two more instruments before 9. Once it's 9, we're going to end the whole thing. So which instrument do you want us to look at again? I'm giving us the opportunity to just drop two more, if possible, 2 more or 1. If it's 1 or 2, I'm still with us. Yes. Okay, I've gotten it. NZD USD. Okay, I've done AUD USD. AUD USD was one of the first instruments. I'm sorry, I will not be able to do AUD USD and gold. Well, somebody is dropping USD NGN. It's not active in the market. So sorry about that. It's not active in the market. And we all know the way it is. Naira has been dropping in value on that anyway. Okay, so I'm going to pick just 2 instruments out of this instrument. Let's look at NZD USD, NZD USD. I'll go to NZD USD. Yeah, NZD USD. Nice. This is it on my 1 hour time frame. NZD USD. Look at where price is currently. Price is at the supply zone. We're expecting price to sell here. I'm expecting price to sell. That's my take based on where price is currently. This is the zone. Is where? At a supply zone. I'm expecting price to sell. And look at it, when price got to this point, the whole reason why you're seeing all this is because of what? The zone. Pushed up, but because it's still within that zone, it's pushing back down. So if price is able to get back down to this point, outside this zone, closes down outside this zone, I'm expecting price to what? To sell. And if it sells, when you get to this particular section again, I expect price to have a little hitch, you understand? Around this section, I'm expecting price to have a little what? A little hitch. You understand? Apart from that, nothing else. Okay. Excuse me, what is it? Yeah. Okay, so yes, price can drop down to this particular section. And if price drops to this section, breaks below this section again, I'm expecting price to what? come back down. But if that does not happen, yes, we should know what we're expecting. So NZD I'm expecting price to sell based on where price is currently, is within what? The supply zone. That's my take on NZD So the next instrument I'll look out, I'm seeing here is, okay, I can see Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Okay, let's look at Euro AUD. I said I'm going to look at two instruments, so Euro AUD, but it's still yet, the time is yet to get to 9. Euro AUD. Let's see. Euro AUD. Okay. Euro AUD. Bam. Okay, so look at what it's doing now on Euro AUD based on the two sections I'm seeing here. This is one, and this is another one here. Price got to this point and it got rejected here. So price is still within this point. So if I'm to look at it based on what I'm seeing here, there's a zone here. Price should still go back up to this particular point. I'm expecting price to push up to this particular point again. Buy, but because there's a zone here, wait for this price to break above this section before you can go for your short buy to this extent. And once it gets here, price should what? Should drop. You understand? So if you don't want to enter anything that has to do with buy, then wait for price to get to this particular section up here. Then you can do what? Sell. At that point, it is expected for price to drop to the downward side on Euro AUD to sell. Okay? Okay. So at this particular section, I'll call it a day with us. It's just a minute to 9. So I'll just look at I can say Angela, Idem, Angel, all of you that you've joined this particular class, Olatunde Sanusi, Franklin, Musliuddin, Abdulatif, Odum Enes, Ekpemski, Obasanjo Adiola, Oyaleke Kayode, Samuel Ajao, AY, Adeyojo Kozim, everybody, I'm saying thank you very much and have a lovely week ahead. Have a lovely week ahead. You understand? A wonderful weekend. You understand? See you same time next week, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Thank you very much.